Energy is the key to everything that exists. Everything that composes the universe, from the smallest form of life to the universe itself, is made of energy. In this journey, you will often hear about energy, and you will find out what are the differences. You will learn the correct terms to indicate the different types. You will be able to recognize everything that concerns energy thanks to your experience. First of all, it is important that you understand exactly what is meant with the term energy. When we talk about energy, the first thought could lead you to electric energy. Well, that's a kind of energy, but there are many other forms. For example, the material one, very different from pranic energy. Matter is energy, for example, the wall, the computer, and all the objects that make up your room are made of energy. Your room is made of energy. However, there is a third type of energy called prana. Pranic energy is initially invisible, differently from the material one that you watch and touch every day. While you are taking your phone in your hand, wearing your clothes, choosing which shoes to wear, you are touching the material energy. As you see and touch this type of energy every day, you may think it's the only one that exists. In reality, all around you, there is another form of energy that fills all the places, closed and open, because it is everywhere. For simplicity, you can associate pranic energy to the air, so you know that everything around you, in every hidden corner and in the middle of the room, there is air, and therefore there is pranic energy. In order for you to follow the concepts of energy, we will simplify the terms by dividing them into two different topics. We will discuss of the material energy in the next article, which will be called matrix, so that in this you will understand what the prana is. When we talk about energy, most of the time we mean prana, that energy that lives all around us and that can be used to heal ourselves, to practice practical techniques, to make us stronger and more conscious. Prana energy is the push that allows the mechanisms of the world and the whole universe to activate and therefore to move, because without air there will be no movement and no evolution. There will be no life. Energy is everywhere. There is no place in the whole universe where it is absent. Obviously, there are places where the energy is heavier and negative, others where it is present in greater quantity and purity, but there is no place where it is absent. Without energy, a place does not exist, it ceases to exist, or it simply never existed. Even now, all around you, there is energy. Try to imagine energy as if it was air. So think to all the air that is present in your room right now. In every single point where you turn, she is there. You do not see it, yet she is present and surrounds you, and is resting on you continuously. As you know, oxygen and air are not the same thing. In fact, we could think of a place without oxygen, but in which the air is present. Think of the most closed places, for example inside the closet, where oxygen is less present and you may struggle to breathe. In that case, the oxygen is missing, but in reality, the air is still present. So even in places where oxygen is low or absent, energy is still present because they are two different essences. In fact, energy is present everywhere, even in places where oxygen is lacking, for example in space. Another example is that of the high mountain, where the air is obviously present but there is much less oxygen. So do not associate energy with oxygen, because oxygen is limited but energy is completely infinite, abundant, and will continue to increase. Until today, you may have completely ignored the presence of energy around you and within your life, because you cannot see it, thinking that it, like air, is invisible. So you live your day without thinking about the energy that surrounds you, and inside the room where you are, you see nothing but the furniture around you, without realizing how much energy is present around and next to you. It will surprise you to know that you can learn to see energy, but it takes training. However, it is important that you are aware that it is not strange or unthinkable, because many can see it by following the right visual exercises. Just think about how many people can see the aura and its layers of colored energy. The aura is in fact the energy field of every person, living being, but also of objects, furniture or cars. So it is the energy that everything that exists has always had. So there are so many types of energy, and everyone has a specific term to indicate their existence accurately. As an example, the aura is energy, but prana is also energy, as is consciousness, yet they are three different kinds of energy. For this reason, so that you do not get confused, when we talk about energy, we will refer in particular to what, to be clear, fills the space of each place, then the present energy as the air in every room and in open places. In fact, you could learn to see this type of energy and you will understand it with time. Pranic energy is a very high and pure level of energy. In fact, prana is used to treat diseases and health issues. Hence the term pranoterapia, meaning energy healing that uses prana to achieve magnificent effects. But pranic energy is not only used to perform energy healing, but it is the origin from which all spiritual activities work and can achieve very high effects. Suffice it to think that to do any kind of spiritual technique, such as an astral travel, to do psychic protection, or to learn to use telepathy, it is necessary to increase our energy. Pranic energy is essential to increase our sensory functions, to enable us to use our abilities, as well as to greatly improve our physical and emotional health. In fact, it is an excellent ally for mental and psychophysical well-being. Energy is all around us, but many do not know the quality of prana and continue to ignore its usefulness. In order to use pranic energy, it is necessary to absorb it and let it enter us through the breath, but a conscious and well-practiced breath. Every day we breathe, but certainly we are not breathing prana. In order to absorb the pranic energy within us, it is necessary to practice meditation, the method by which one learns to take and use energy. Prana is all around us, and it can be absorbed, recalled, and breathed at any time and place where you are, because there is no place where pranic energy is not present or cannot reach you in large quantities. Wherever you stand, you can breathe prana and use it to increase your health, to strengthen your defenses, to be able to make changes and change the atmosphere of the context in which you are. For now, all you need to know is that prana is all that will move the enzyme mechanism that will continue to stay on for as long as you feed it. But prana is not the only energy level, because everything around us is made of energy and has several layers of energy. Let's begin then to list the different levels of energy with which we are dealing. In the first place, everything that is physical or material, such as furnishings, objects, furniture, or our physical body itself, is an example of material energy that belongs to the matrix. It will be better described in the next article. Each object, however, possesses a layer of astral energy that surrounds it and belongs solely to him, which is called aura. The aura is the energetic field of every object or living being. In fact, you too have your own aura. Furthermore, objects and places can possess energy programs, which are a type of positive or negative energy that has been programmed in a certain way. For example, a place where murders have been committed has a negative energy program created in the area due to the gloomy events. It is not the aura, but it is an energetic program that has been created and will continue to live for a while and hooks into the aura. You might notice that being in houses where people were killed or in places where very negative events have occurred, even if they have been rebuilt, modernized, embellished, still makes a bad feeling even for people who are unaware of what happened inside of them. This happens because the energy program continues to exist until it is eliminated or replaced with another kind of program, possibly more positive. So far, we have differentiated the material energy, which are the objects and everything that is composed of matter, from the auric energy, which is the energetic field of every living or inanimated thing that surrounds us, and from the energy programs, that is the imprinting left by an event that happened in the place. Beyond that, we have also already talked about the energy that is present throughout the room and fills it, and we will call this energy by the name of static energy. It is located anywhere on the planet. It is present everywhere, just like air is present. Inside the static energy, there is also the pranic energy. To quickly understand the difference between static and pranic energy, try to focus again on the air. It is everywhere, whether it's a positive or negative place, because there is air. Pranic energy is also present everywhere, but in very positive places it is present in very large quantities, while in negative places it is present to a lesser extent. Static energy is present everywhere, just like prana, but the latter is less present in very negative places, for example in the dark dimensions. Prana is everywhere, and even in the darkest dimensions there is still a minimum, but at a much lower level. Instead, in positive places, its presence is far greater. Prana can be recalled and can be entered even in the most negative dimensions, and difficult as it may seem, a negative place can be cleaned up and reprogrammed with positive energies. Pranic energy determines the presence of positivity, not the other way around. Therefore, if there is a lot of prana in a place, it becomes a positive place, while if it is absent in one place, it becomes negative. Prana is the positive energy par excellence, and its presence improves the events that happen and the health of living beings that inhabit a given area. For example, the places of war are very negative because there is a little prana. Sending pranic energy to those places can reduce the desire for war. In the other words, pranic energy is fundamental to life and to spiritual evolution. However, you should not be afraid of the idea that energy can be subdivided into different terms and that each one should refer to such a broad subject. Within this path, you will learn with the necessary time everything you need. You will be able to satisfy your most intimate curiosity. Do not worry if you did not immediately grasp everything you read today, because it takes time to assimilate concepts, reflect on them, and fully understand them. Cheer up in knowing that the topic energy will be repeated many times, as it is a matter of vital importance. So you will be able to discover more and more information and increase the links that will allow you to expand your knowledge and your views. So give yourself time to digest the topic, because although seemingly simple in appearance, many spirituals have not realized yet how important the presence of energy is and what it is capable of. so do not be in a hurry and enjoy learning. In the next article, I will explain what material energy is and how the matrix works. Before moving on the next topic, leave a comment below to let us know if this document has been helpful to you, if you have easily understood the explanation of the energy, and if you have appreciated it. We will be happy to read and exploit your comment to improve and evolve further. If you want to know more about it, check out our website www.dimensionalconsciousnessacademy.com. We are waiting for you.